Many aspects of our preliminary task film which we developed in the final media product, one of these being the character layout. The character layout in the preliminary task was very simple, with just two characters, the interrogator and the interrogee. In the final task we have four characters: the antagonist, protagonist, victim, forensic officer. The antagonist in our final task is a very developed character. This character has elements of good and bad, as he works as a CSI agent with the protagonist. As the antagonist has a split personality, he represents both good and bad within the film, causing the plot twist. The protagonist in the final film is quite similar to the protagonist in the preliminary task, although in the main task the character was a key catalyst to all the action, therefore developing the role of the character. The victim of the main task has developed from the preliminary task. As the main task, we use our female victim to help define and represent gender roles. We also use the forensic officer in our main task, which is a character which was not entirely necessary for a storyline of the film, but including this character heightened the dramatic element overall. Also adding a realistic and professional nature to our film compared to the preliminary task, I believe our overall editing was much better in our final product. As we were creating our preliminary task, we knew little about how to edit a film. When it came to editing our final product, we found it much easier to go straight in with editing, as we knew how to add titles and slow each clip down. This made it quicker to edit and left more time to find out new things to improve our film with. The location of our main task was very different, as the location of our preliminary task. For the main task we chose a very specific location based around the plot of our film. In comparison, the preliminary task we did not link the location and the storyline, which it turned made the film less dramatic. The location of an isolated ridge added a sinister feel to our film, as well as making the footage for our film much more creative and interesting. When paired with the plot, the location we found would be the realistic location for a murder scene. Therefore, using this plot made the film much more relatable and understandable. Overall, I believe our progress in development from editing our preliminary task was successful. I am pleased that we had the preliminary task to begin with, as we were able to practice and find out how to include certain features in order to enhance the tension to improve the film completely.